Hi there, it's Mark Plati here in New York at my studio, Alice's Restaurant in the East Village. Today we're going to play around a little bit with this 925 compressor from MIA Labs. I only came across this compressor a couple of weeks ago when it came out. I was in the middle of a mix project and I demoed it, and I was so into it that I went back and ran all my mixes through it. Um, because I found it added a little bit of magic that I wasn't getting already. So let's go and have a look at it over here in the computer. So what I've been doing is the last two elements in my mix chain. I put the 925, and then right after it, I put the pi and phi, or P and Phi, however you pronounce it. This sort of they're kind of, I guess, additive equalizer. I don't know exactly what to call it other than it's a fantastic plugin that I've used on everything I've done in the past year and a half. That's the last stop on my mix bus, always. And I found using them together was actually pretty magical. With the 925, what I was getting, in addition to more control, other than sort of a standard peak limiter being on my output stage, was there was, like, I guess what we call a glue factor to it that is just particular to this. And for some music, it was really, I don't know, it added another kind of magical dimension to it, I suppose, for any lack of a technical explanation to that. But such as it is with music sometimes, it's just, it really gave it a nice quality and pushed things forward in a way that didn't sound forced, which you could do. I could make it sound forced if I want to, but also it just presented things more in a forward way, which I found to be really musically pleasing, I suppose. So I can play you a couple of bits of what I've been doing with it. So now I'm just flat, and I'll be putting in first the 925. And that's a pretty mild setting, but still I'm finding it's pushing everything just slightly forward and kind of giving it a nice cohesiveness. I can make it more extreme with the slope, and of course with the attack. But for me, maybe that's a bit too much for this kind of music, so I tend to back off here. I can add a bit more gain should I want. But then when I add the P and Phi, it takes it to a whole other place. And this has been the last stop on my mix bus for the past couple of years. Since I got this plugin, it's been indispensable. I find that nothing adds air quite like this does. So this is without anything. It's this is flat. And this is with both of these in the chain. So then I began to experiment with the 925, using it on other instruments, notably on like drum overhead subs and things like that, which I also quite liked a lot. I used it on a djembe, which got really interesting in terms of the low end and really kind of giving it sort of an 808 effect, which I'll show you. That's the dry drum, and this is with the 925, which I'll put in. So I can get this really nice sustain from the 925, in addition to the general nice cohesive quality that seems to be lending to everything that I strap it across. So those are just a couple of examples of uses of the 925. I look forward to trying it on lots of other things since I'm getting a bit handy with it now and really getting familiar with the sound of it and how it's working with other plugins. I can't really recommend it more highly. So have fun with it.